In the rapidly evolving world of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, a new generation of experts is emerging. Meet Choma Oyekelu, a certified cryptocurrency investigator and pioneer in the field of blockchain forensics.
My name is Choma Oyekelu, CCI CAMS. I'm a blockchain forensics specialist and I work at A&D Forensics. So my work involves being a certified cryptocurrency investigator. I'm also a certified cryptocurrency compliance specialist. I'm also a certified anti-money laundering specialist. So what I do, I help trace and track cryptocurrency related crimes. I help victims of scams and fraud to possibly recover their funds. And I'm also a compliance officer, so I help compliance officers of financial institutions, virtual asset service providers to prevent or mitigate fraud in their financial institution.
Shoma's journey into blockchain forensics began with a spark of curiosity, driven by her fascination of the potential of blockchain technology to transform industries and create opportunities, and more so to recover accounts.
My journey as a certified cryptocurrency investigator started quite early when I was still trading cryptocurrency. So coincidentally, I was still trading and I was still a teacher in the regular classroom because I'm a professional teacher. So during the lockdown, parents weren't able to pay for their school fees, for the school fees of their children. And then there was this downsizing of teachers. So it became very obvious that this path is not something that is sustainable. And it was very obvious that I was making more money, more than what I was paid as salary. So I became very inquisitive. I started attending crypto events just to learn more on how I can improve myself. Probably since I'm a teacher, if I could learn about this, I could start teaching people about it. So along the line, one of the events I attended online, our senior partner currently at A&D Forensics, which happens to be my mentor, now said something that he can actually trace and recover stolen cryptocurrencies. And that was the highlight for me because before then, I had lost funds, I knew people that have lost funds, and we knew then, back then, all we were told was that you cannot trace or recover your lost funds. So it was like something very new for me. So I had to go apply to A&D Forensics as an intern to be able to learn this new field. So it was obvious to me that I can do this. So while I was interning, I had the opportunity to learn hands-on. So if there's an investigation on ground, I could practice with the tools in the lab. I could try my hands on it. And because I have interest in this path, I had to start studying. In fact, I was already doing investigation practical before I now took the certification. So it was easier for me to take the certification. And to maintain it, I was now able to now start training law enforcement agencies. So investigation is one part, then crypto compliance is another part, because compliance is more like preventing financial crimes from happening. I also started taking courses there, so I was now able to now start even training compliance officers as well. So over time, I've grown. Okay, so I do trainings now, and so the challenges I had then, because I was transitioning from a regular 9 to 5 job that we know about to this new field, was that it was no longer just 9 to 5 for me. It was all around the clock for me, because even when I come back from work, I'll still have to sit on my system. I might just have to rest for a while. I come back to my system because I can use those times to learn more things or new terminologies I got during the day during my investigation. I'll come back and learn about it. And I was also doing my master's concurrently. So I have a master's in blockchain and digital currencies from University of Nicosia. So I could use those my extra times to do my trainings, take more courses. So there was no longer 9 to 5 for me. It was all around the clock. So those were some of the challenges. But right now, it's easier for anybody to navigate through those challenges. I wouldn't say I have a challenge of practicals, because I was opportune to work in a place, to intern in a place that has that facility. So it's just my time that I need to invest in it. So to navigate through those challenges, right? Anybody, any lady, any woman that wants to come into this field can easily leverage on courses, right? One thing about this particular career is that you must not be present to do your work. as a crypto compliance officer, as a crypto investigator, you can still be in a particular country and be working for friends, right? So you can still be a home mom, for instance, because of course, as a woman, you have to like take care of your home and still be relevant, because what you need, the software you need, can be installed on your systems. So it's something that you can actually manage. So what I can advise is for young ladies to leverage on the technology available in their hands. Learn how to use this technology very well. In fact, my master's education was distance learning, because I was able to understand how I can leverage on technology and acquire new skills. So you can stay in Nigeria or any African country and still involve in learning and continuous development. Blockchain forensics has to do with two sides to it. There is a part that you have to trace and investigate, follow the path, follow the money to know who committed that crime. And there's this part where you have to prevent the crime from happening. That's the compliance officer. The other part was the crypto investigation part.
With determination and perseverance, Choma became a certified cryptocurrency investigator, motivated by her desire to make a meaningful impact in the blockchain ecosystem.
Initially, one of the challenges were learning the terminologies when it comes to crypto compliance and crypto investigations, because it was a very new field or niche for me. But because I was interning at a place where I could learn hands-on, I had the privilege and the opportunity to work with blockchain analytic tools from our partners. We have several partners that have their tools in the lab. So I was able to even do investigations even before I got certified. So the moment I got certified, I was able to now improve myself to start training law enforcement agencies on the same crypto investigation, assisting them, as well as training compliance officers of different financial institutions, or even a regular crypto exchange that wants a compliance officer to be trained, their compliance officers to be trained. So that was how I navigated through those particular challenges. And I think that's practically one of the challenges, because I was opportuned to be in that field where I could now do hands-on and then practice what I've always learned through teaching. So it wasn't much of a challenge for me.
To stay ahead of the curve in this rapidly evolving field, Choma engages in continuous learning, attending conferences, workshops, and webinars, and networking with peers and thought leaders. As a woman in a male-dominated industry, Choma has faced unique challenges, but she still remains undeterred, using these challenges as opportunities to stand out and make a difference.
We're not much in the industry, especially for females. It's actually a male-dominated domain. But what happened was that when I came into the field, I already have a mentor, okay, who was able to guide me. He always said something. He always said, as a woman, you can do this. He always give an instance of where, when he was still in secondary school, he was trying to top the class, and all of a sudden, two sisters from nowhere came and passed him, and then he never outraced them in that school. And then he was always encouraged me. So I didn't look into Africa or Nigeria because I wasn't seeing anybody to look up to. So I went on international scene. LinkedIn was a platform that I also leveraged on. So I was able to connect with female leaders, female mentors that were able to, I could model what they were doing. And what I could do was, any course I was taking, any content I was trying to learn, I can now share those contents on LinkedIn. So I document my learning experience on LinkedIn. So that has been what has been helping me. And right now, a lot of people are learning and looking up to me, because for Africa, for instance, I am one of the top when it comes to crypto compliance and crypto investigation. If you're in this male-dominated industry, probably first appearance, they might not want to listen to you or hear you out. But when you are given that opportunity to perform, you don't have to misuse that opportunity. You have to put in your best. That is how you can now get recommended. So the next time they're seeing you, they know you have a track record. And when you are doing these things, it's much better if you document them. For instance, I have a LinkedIn platform, like my LinkedIn page is for my documentaries. So I document my learning journey. And I even have a profile page where I document them. So at some point in my career, I don't need to prove to anybody that I can do this, because I have a proven track record. So while you're learning, you can document them, you can make it content. Of course, these days, you can even get paid by creating content. So you are not losing in any way. You just have to be smart.
Despite her demanding career, Choma prioritizes self-care, engaging in activities that bring her joy, and setting boundaries to protect her personal time.
So for me to balance, of course, work balance and all that, for me to balance it with my personal life, I try to do time management, right? I'll make sure if I need to do this, I'll have to segregate the task for different timings. So if it's weekend like this, I could take out some time for personal studies. Of course, it's weekend. I could take off some time. I could also go for probably gym to maintain my health as well. And I could also go to church because I'm very active in church as well. So I will know that weekends I can actually devote that time for church. And once it's Sunday evening, Monday, I switch back to work. So it helps me to manage my time as well. And one thing I've also kind of learned on the job is to train people, to mentor them. So if I'm able to pass through a new task myself and I'm able to understand how I went through that process, okay, I can now guide, because obviously over time I had interns at A&D Forensics that I could now train. So I could now guide somebody to go through that process. And once that person is able to do it, my review time will be less. So it becomes easier for me to manage different tasks at the same time.
And as Choma looks to the future, she aspires to leave a lasting legacy, contributing to the development of blockchain forensics as a discipline and inspiring future generations of professionals to pursue careers in this field.
First place will be family upbringing, right? Because I'm the first, and in Igbo land, as the Ada, we call it the first lady is Ada, you have a lot of responsibilities, taking care of your younger ones, nurturing them. So that leadership trait has been in me right from time. So growing up, I don't wait to be led. I would always, when I see myself in an opportunity that I know what to do, I can always come out to be the person to do that thing, unless I don't know about it. And then when I came into this new field, I know that I need to learn. In fact, my intention was actually to learn to teach others because I'm a teacher by profession. So my main goal was to be able to learn this new thing, to be able to now train others. Then along the line, I noticed that it's not just about the training. I can also do investigations, I can do compliance and all. So even in that, I'm still fulfilling my goals, my life goals as well, and mentoring and helping others. So this is something that has been inbuilt within me. So it's not something I kind of learned from anywhere, like I grew up with it.
Choma Oyekelu's story is an example to the power of passion, of perseverance, and dedication. And as a pioneer in blockchain forensics, she continues to inspire and empower others to join her in shaping the future of this exciting field.
Do the right thing always, even when no one is watching, and be the best version of yourself always. There's room for improvement all the time. Thank you.